Hello and welcome to Talk Black. Thanks for joining us this evening. So, on today's show, you can expect topics such as stereotypes, Western ideas of beauty, and crime in the UK. I'm Nadine, and joining me are my co-hosts.
I'm Maya.
I'm Oyen.
And I'm Nicole.
And to kick off today's show, we're going to start with black boys.
Black boys.
Like
Stereotypes and black
What
boys.
are the stereotypes associated with black
That's
boys?
the problem. Black boys, too many things come to mind.
Oh,
We're
God.
just going to do stereotypes today.
So what are the topics, what type of stereotypes come to mind when you think of black boys then?
Usually violent or aggressive.
Like hood culture,
yeah.
like hoodies and hoodlums or whatever they're even called these days.
Yeah.
A Gucci belt, just one. Just one. The
Or
same
roadmen,
one.
as they're called nowadays. Boys that hang around in tracksuits, basically,
Yeah.
outside shops that are labelled as being thieves or violent or just causing trouble. Like
Yeah.
they could
Just
literally
trouble,
be
yeah.
standing
Yeah.
there and people would be like, those boys
They're
are causing trouble.
you know.
Just because there's more than one of them,
Yeah.
suddenly it's like, oh,
Intimidating.
But
it's a
why
gang.
is it only
They
black
are.
boys?
I know,
Like,
they get
I don't
stigmas
know.
such as being uneducated as well. Like, why? Why do we associate with just black
Same
boys
with
like you
white
say?
people. I think it's the same with white people. Because I remember in my town, like,
Like Chavs,
Just
you call them Chavs
outside
then.
my-
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
some
different.
people in
Yeah.
their
They've got a different
pyjamas.
name.
Yeah.
So you say they're called chavs rather than.
I feel like with Chavs, you're not actually
thugs.
scared of them, you're kind of more like annoyed by them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just me. I feel like,
But that's how I feel about boys, especially if they're younger than me. Whew. If black boys, white boys, black girls, white girls,
if
they're younger than me and they're just in a group, I'm just like, I just look at them and I'm like,
yeah.
So you think it's
I'm
just the
glad I was
youth being
boring
the
as a child,
youth?
so
Yeah.
I didn't have to spend time with people.
I mean,
like
but
you.
not all stereotypes like are true though.
Yeah.
These stereotypes aren't all true. You know, I mean,
Not true for
even-
everybody.
Yeah, not true for everyone.
Stems from
you know,
some truth.
Yeah,
Hood
just
culture,
because you're in a
you know?
tracksuit doesn't mean you're going to steal from the
No,
corner shop.
exactly.
But you might just be chilling in a
You don't know.
tracksuit.
You might want to be comfortable. Like,
Exactly.
Might just come from PE that day from school. Couldn't be asked to change.
It's
You know,
true.
and the idea
Yes.
that black boys are uneducated, like, come on, are you serious? How many black boys do we know that are in university,
Uni,
studying,
yeah.
have their own businesses,
Doing their
you know, doing their
masters.
masters, PhDs, please.
And how many black boys do you know that are just out here in it? Just out here.
I don't actually
Yeah.
know many black guys who are out there in it
Dude,
anymore.
coming to uni has
Anymore.
opened my eyes.
I
don't
feel like
understand how.
on my thing, like all the road men kind of grew up
Yeah.
and then decided they actually wanted to do something
To
with their
become
lives.
something, right?
So it's not fair to like be like, oh, they're
It's
all
just
stuck in
black
that way, they're
boys.
stuck in this way. They're not.
Because
They're-
I think everyone goes through that stage where they want to be, you know, hanging out, have fun with their
Yeah.
friends, you know,
Yeah.
reading the streets. And I think white boys do it too as well, you know. But
It's
why
just
is it
not as frowned
focused,
upon.
yeah, on just black
Like
boys.
if
you
you're
know?
doing nothing and you're a black boy, it's a bit like, oh, where's he going with his life, kind of thing.
We're not all
But-
uneducated, you know.
But then
Yeah.
I feel like that mentality does help us as well.
How so?
Because I mean, mentality of well, what's he doing? Because I feel like if you're white and you've had not every white person, but then if we're going along the lines of white privilege, you could say, I don't 100% believe this, but you could say that if you're white and you're having that stage where you're a bit of a chav, not doing much, and then you decide to have an education later on, like
Yeah.
you go to uni at like 22,
Mm.
when everybody's finished.
Yeah.
Normally, if you go straight from sixth form or whatever, they're still gonna have a career because you're still like, at least they're doing something with
Yeah.
their life.
Yeah.
Whereas with a black boy, you're actually, because you don't have as much privilege that some people say. It does exist, but it depends on. I feel like it depends
But
on
it's more
location.
what you make of yourself. Just because you don't have the privilege doesn't mean that you
You
can't
can't
advance anything.
escape
You
from it,
can't be
yeah.
successful.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think that, you know, we like to think, we like to play on that. Like, you know, we didn't have
Yeah.
the great upbringing. You know, it was hard at home, or, you know, both parents weren't in the house. No, that's not the case. Just because
not an
that
excuse.
that was just because that was your childhood doesn't mean that's what you're going to
That's
amount
your
to.
future,
But
yeah.
that's your future.
Yeah.
There are lots of people that succeed from just a one-parent household, you know, and a low income and stuff like that. You know, they do hang around on the streets, but they still end up in education. They still end up, you know, working good careers and stuff like that. So I don't think to
Yeah.
say that, you know, white privilege. I mean, yeah, you have white privilege, but I can't say just because we don't have it that we will end up being, you know, nothing. I mean, what are your thoughts, Nicole? Like, what do you think on that?
I feel like a lot of the time people like to escape from those sort of stereotypes,
Right,
and although it's
exactly.
been shown in the media like, oh, we're part of gangs, we're part of this, it doesn't mean to say that's what they're destined to be. But I feel like when you're saying like, if you decide to be a chav and then break out of it, you still have white privilege, I kind of get that in a way, because I feel like if you're black and you start off in a gang, you start off there, you break out of it, you're not necessarily going anywhere further with that, I think.
In
I mean-
like in one of our lectures where they were talking about like stereotypes and like labels and seeing whether the white privilege exists, and there was like, if there's a single mother and she's on benefits and she's living in a
Yeah.
council house, does she have white privilege? And people were like, yeah. And they were like, it's not as simple as saying white privilege or no white privilege. It's like, there's so many other factors
That contribute
come
to it,
into
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But then I feel like I also think this of just people in general. After the age of like 18, people tend to have gone through a stage of like, I don't like using the word finding themselves, but sometimes you are set in your
You go through
personality
those
by the
things.
time you're
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
go through all the things you do,
So, like,
and
if
you end
you're-
up still overshadowing those.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, so
coming
like
through,
if you get to age 18 and you still don't think education's that important, and you still think I could live this roadman life until that. That's why you have those like 24-year-olds that you're just like,
They're
what are you doing? And
terrifying.
they're
I
like,
don't like them.
Yeah.
okay.
I
What are your
think
thoughts,
that's-
Maya? Really, is that all you had to say?
I think kind of like drug dealing comes a lot into that as well. Like people see success sometimes as just money rather than what you've actually.
Or race to see.
yeah.
You know, if the fast track to make
Yeah.
to have been successful, you know, doing the drugs or
Exactly, drugs, and that's when it like you get the stereotypes of kind of just like gangs and like
Yeah.
drug
But why just
culture
black
and all of
people,
that.
though? Because all
Because
races
they're
do that.
like the poster boys for kind of selling weed, aren't they? Like
Yeah.
they are.
Also, roadman on
but
the
well,
corner.
realistic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
realistically,
So, and it's like-
realistically, like you go around and you see who actually approaches you, like, yo, do you want to buy? It's
That's not-
everyone.
It's not all black boys, though.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's every it's
I feel
people
like
of
what about
every
stereotypes?
race.
What about the stereotypes of females, though? Like that come with black females. Like what comes to mind? Us as black females. You
We're
know, what stereotypes
supposedly
do you get?
more aggressive and more sassy and more in your face. We
There's
don't know
an
where to, like,
idea of like
yeah.
a typical black girl, isn't there?
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, like you said, aggressive, sassy,
Yeah.
like just a bit overpowering. Like you wouldn't be able
Do you
to
know what? Just-
talk.
I think that's our vice. I guess you can use that word. That's our vice when it comes to stereotypes. We're aggressive and we're sassy and we've got too much attitude. If you want to flip it and say
Use it for advantage.
white girls, oh yeah, you can use it for an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually, and just say we're passionate.
Yeah.
We like to. We're not talkative. We're good. We're conversational.
Definitely. Yeah.
But then, like for white girls, I just realised the vice is drunk white girls.
White girl wasted.
Because I was just white girl wasted.
Oh,
That is
God.
actually the
Hashtag.
vice for white
Yeah.
girls. So I was just thinking black boys. I'm trying to think of a vice where they just like where
Yeah.
they. But I couldn't think of one for white boys.
I know. But as a female, what do people normally say to
Okay.
you sometimes? What
It's
type
like,
of
oh,
like,
you're not a
ideas?
typical white black
Well, it's
girl.
like
You're
You
very
act
well
white.
spoken.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
say very
it's
well
just-
spoken.
It's offensive
And
in a
it's
way.
like,
'cause
well,
it's
how
like,
am I meant to
yeah.
speak?
Yeah.
Like, is there a way I
Is there
should
an
be?
idea that like we can't be educated? Like we can't pronounce
Yeah.
our words correctly? You know, can't we have education?
Do you know what's
Why are we
funny though?
perceived as being,
This
you know,
shows
White, if that's the case, or we're not too black. We're not black enough. Like what is that?
the panel on this show is very. We are very different, but then also quite the same because we do have the same like. People think, why are you so white? Why are your words so well spoken? But then there are people who sound like they're from London and are just as educated as us.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
do flip the stereotype, but then still stick with their stereotype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what
Like
you
the
mean.
amount of people that are at uni that still wear tracksuits. One day they want to wear their wig, the other day they don't want to wear their
Yeah.
wig. And then you
Yeah.
could say they are aggressive, but then they're still getting their education.
Yeah,
they're still
that's very
doing.
True. That's very
There's
true.
no reason why the two shouldn't work hand in hand. Like, why is
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
a bad thing necessarily to be a typical black girl? Why is that?
I feel like we don't fit the stereotype, but there's people who do fit the stereotype but are still doing.
They're still doing what
Yeah.
they used to do.
Yeah.
They're still succeeding. Do you know what I mean? You can't. You don't have to just be one way in order to be perceived to be successful or educated. Do you know what I mean? It comes
Yeah.
in all shapes
Yeah.
and forms. Do you know what I mean?
I have
Like your
realised a
thoughts?
lot though, like I think other black girls do label each other, which some people say that they don't like. Black girls don't necessarily get along that well. Not get along, but do you know what I mean?
I know
Like
what I mean, yeah.
they'll give each other evils from around.
Oh, that's
like-
everyone.
Yeah, no, of course,
I don't
like,
think
that's
that's everyone.
everyone.
That's absolutely everyone.
But
Every race
I
does
don't-
that.
Oh, every
but-
race.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Yeah, every
okay, I
race
see what
does
you
that,
mean. Oh,
but-
I thought you meant that's everybody that gives evils. I was like, no,
like-
all
no.
race. Just, you
But
know,
yeah,
I've
all
been like
races do label
stigmatised
each
for
other.
not, by other black girls for not acting a certain way. They'll be like, oh, she thinks she's like up herself, or she thinks
Yeah.
she
because
thinks she's
you don't
better than
conform
us
to the
because
ideas of
yeah,
of their
because
black
I'm not
identity.
like shaking my bum
I think
or
it's
whatever.
because it's like it's natural within you. I think it's human nature to have competition.
Yeah.
When you see
Definitely.
somebody who, if you were to, what's the name of like, if you were to to give them a label, like I am a black girl, brown hair.
Yeah.
I don't know how tall I am, and then I'm pretty sure if you use black girl, brown hair, brown eyes, whatever height I am, you can find another girl who fits that
Exactly the
description.
same description.
So because I see you, maybe I don't do this, but maybe I will see you and I'll be like, she's my
Competition.
competition.
Like,
Let me
mean,
put
we're
her
exactly
down
the
so
same,
that I
yeah,
seem
so
different.
better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, oh, she thinks she's up herself, whereas I.
So does that?
But
do you
then
think
at the
that's-
same-
so that comes from like insecurities, we say. So why do we have? Why do we feel like we need those? Why we have those insecurities?
I feel like it's
then?
less now, like I said about like embracing black culture and that sort of stuff. I feel like very much now black girls are empowering each other, which is kind of nice to see.
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
a lot
definitely.
of that.
You know, like,
Especially on
yeah,
social media.
Social media
yeah.
especially. It's just,
You know, black girls rock. You know,
But-
you have that on BET. You have
Yeah.
the
It's
kind of-
skin tone.
yeah.
You know, we can look the same. We could be twinning. You know,
Yeah,
that's
hey,
fine,
what's
embracing
going
it.
on? You know.
I do think yes,
yeah.
has increased because there is so much more praise for black girls. But don't you think that came from the US? That wasn't so much UK based. That was a lot in the US.
Or
They
what
get a
the
lot
US
of,
does has a lot of influence
in the
Yeah.
over the UK.
And because predominantly they have a lot of black stuff going on in the UK, they're able to have that platform to do all
There
the
is
US
more
positive
te-
things.
yeah.
In the US,
Yeah.
you know, we don't have a lot of platforms here in the UK where we see like black girls empowering each other, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like where in the UK have you seen a talk show where there's like 4 black women sat there talking and like having a
Yeah.
laugh, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know?
That's
Here,
right. Yeah.
that's what you can do. Tune in next week, guys.
Yeah. I mean, not all stereotypes are bad, you know, but I think there's always a counter argument to that.
Everything.
It's
Yeah,
more
I
about
doubt-
the
I doubt white
individual. It
people
always
wake up and
comes
are
down
like-
to individuals.
Yeah,
Everyone's
definitely.
different.
Everyone's
Like,
Yeah.
definitely different.
Yeah,
I think the older you get, the more you learn that.
Exactly.
So-
Definitely.
definitely.
What do you think of like our beauty and our like, you know, our identity being like plastered on like Western media on white people? Like, how do you guys feel about that?
I feel like it's kind of annoying in a way to see it, but at the same time it's nice to see them embrace it. So like with the whole big lips and all that sort of stuff. Growing up, you'd be like, oh, she's got big lips. Like,
Yeah,
was she like, oh,
yeah,
she's
it's always,
horrible.
it was always a negative, and
Yeah.
now it's been flipped.
Yeah,
It's,
I don't feel
Yeah.
like it's always been a negative for me.
I've seen it.
I mean,
in
generally,
my-
I mean,
yeah, generally.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think I saw it. Like, I feel like I can. What's his name? Charlemagne the God. Like, people misquoted him recently because he said that I feel like I've never knowingly experienced racism.
Yeah.
I can 100% empathise. I don't think I've ever knowingly experienced racism.
Oh, really?
Has it happened? 100%, it probably has. But I didn't put 2 and 2 together and be like,
yeah.
oh, she
That's
looked at
racist.
me like that way because she was racist, or she
Yeah.
didn't open the door for me because she was
Yeah.
racist. It's more like no one's ever like literally said to
Come
my
to your
face,
face.
Yeah.
you black person, your
Yeah.
lips aren't nice.
Mhm.
It's more like maybe they'll come in and be like, oh, you have big lips,
Yeah.
and then that's it. They leave it like that. I didn't realize it was like they're saying it because
It's trying to
it's
be
subtle
offensive.
racism
Yeah.
or whatever, or ignorance rather.
What do you
But
think,
it's just
Maya?
like I didn't put 2 and 2
I
together.
think, I mean, like we were talking about Justin Bieber's dreadlocks.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
And I think like it's a positive thing. It like even if you think it's negative, I think
Yeah.
it brings awareness to
Yeah,
that
'cause people wanna
hairstyle.
research
Like
that,
it's a
do you
cool,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Rather than just seeing it like you were saying earlier, you know, oh, Justin Bieber's got dreadlocks. Oh, he created that. Like, no, I want to go research into it. I want to see what is this? What is this new
Yeah.
style he's
Yeah.
embracing? You know, what is that
It's
about?
it's a cool hairstyle.
I think it's just
like,
nice, but I think because it's him, people just target him.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a million and one white people with dreadlocks, and I just think, oh, it's like a hippie sort of
Yeah.
subculture, but you don't.
Miley
But is it-
Cyrus
yeah,
Yeah,
had
you know what I mean?
dreadlocks.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't think because it's him. I think people just don't like because previously he's gone on about black this, I'm a hip hop art because
Yeah.
he's like taken our culture before. People think, oh look, now he's taking it and he's putting it in his hair. Like, you know what I mean? People are like,
yeah.
oh, it's offensive. But
Everything
it's
he
not.
does is
not.
bad.
It
for
takes
it,
our
basically.
culture.
Yeah, but people think that.
No one
That's
can
the
take your
thing.
culture. No
Yeah.
one can take
Yeah.
our culture because
You can't
I
take
think
your culture,
he
sure.
embraced
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
but then because people don't like him,
Yeah, because
it's
people don't like
like-
him generally.
it's like, well, what?
Is it
it's like,
because though
you don't want
these
him as a poster boy
celebrities?
because he doesn't. You don't like him.
Is it because
But hair in
they'll have
general.
something like hair, and then something will happen, like something bad will happen,
and they use it as a form
and then
of escapism.
although
type
they
thing,
don't
you
talk
change.
about it, it's because
Yeah.
they like say Black Lives Matter. They'll ignore that, but they'll have like dreadlocks. I
Yeah.
think that's the issue people have.
Yeah,
The
that's
fact that they ignore everything else black, but it's like okay,
It's like
but I
you
want
can
my hair
take
like
the
that.
idea,
The
but
good
you
parts of it.
Yeah, the
like,
good-
yeah.
exactly.
The good bits, yeah.
Be
And
black, yeah,
ignore the
definitely,
rest.
yeah.
I think that's the main issue
And
people
just,
have.
I think that's what came with the
Yeah.
whole Kylie Jenner lip thing as well. You know, a lot of us said that growing up, you know, you laughed at being mocked up your lips, you know, your hair, your braids.
Yeah.
You know, you've got braids here right now.
Oh,
you
you've
know?
got these and you're like,
and it's
yeah,
the thing
yeah.
where it's like, oh, what's on your head? Like, oh my
Let
God,
me
can I
touch
touch
it.
What
Let me
that's
touch
so
it.
weird. Like,
That's
what's
actually
going on with
true,
your
yeah.
head, you know?
What you said is very true. That like he doesn't. He ignores, but people will think he ignores the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's almost like if I'm trying to think, what would I like to take from? Oh yeah, I will happily take white people's straight hair. But I'll ignore whatever struggle. I'll ignore the fact that you wash it every other day. But
Yeah.
that's why I have to condition my hair like once a week because I bought it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not.
But why do you think you take the white hair though, the straight hair? Is that a form
Just-
of beauty that's been imposed on you? Do you feel like
You
Oh
know
no, I
what?
wasn't going
Like
along
it's
that line. I
England.
was just saying, as in
Yeah.
like you whether. as humans, we're gonna go for the easy route. If the easy route is me just doing dreadlocks and not having to speak about Black Lives
Right.
Matter, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
If I want straight hair without having to like grow from like my hair being blonde and suddenly it's
Yeah.
brown, just buying whatever color I want, I'm gonna go the easy route and just do it. I don't
Yeah.
think it's a thing of like they are actively
Yeah.
ignoring Black Lives
Yeah.
Matter. It's
No,
not.
but I think that's the issue that
People
people
do have.
Like you
Oh,
would
yeah.
rather do that
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not have the burden
It's like
of being
ignore
black.
that. I want that.
But
Do you
then
know
the people
what I
that
mean?
have that issue, you'd do the same if it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's different.
I guess this got a little bit heated here. But yeah, it has actually. It's been interesting
can't
to hear
even
you guys'
tell.
opinion and stuff like this as well, because that's what matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's how we feel. We live this every day. You know, so it's good to have different opinions and stuff.
Do you feel like you live as a black woman?
Of course I do.
I'm not gonna lie, I wake up and I'm oyin. I don't really feel like
I am a black woman.
black
It's who
woman
I am. I
today.
can't shine away from it because I'm reminded of it every day. As much as I love myself, I am reminded
How are
of it
you
every
reminded
day.
of it?
My skin color. You walk out in public, the way people look at you, the way people speak to you, the way people expect you to react to certain situations. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, actually,
It's
but
true,
she's
that's
not the
true.
same
You
as me,
feel
so
like
she
that's
might
the-
feel like
Yeah.
the type of way.
Yeah.
You know, you can't use certain words around you because you feel like
It
you're
is
offended.
everywhere.
It's
It is
everywhere.
everywhere.
You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another
Interesting.
topic for another day.
Yeah.
So actually, this is our first segment on stereotypes. We'd love to hear what you guys have to think about this, but stay tuned. We've got more coming up next.
Talk black.
So guys, we've just concluded our segment on stereotypes. Now we're moving on to black successes in the UK. What is going on in the UK right now, guys?
There's
It's
so
all popping
much
off.
that's going on
I
that
know.
is like
Yep.
positive and successful.
Yeah.
For example, like with black music, there's UK grime, which has taken just a massive
Definitely, yeah.
turn,
Yeah.
like for the best. And like, Stormzy did a tour in America,
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's had one here. He won 2 Mobo Awards.
Congrats,
and
congrats.
Got
Shout
shouted.
out year as well. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's impressive.
And
That
then-
is impressive.
Shout out
And,
with Adele.
Yeah, he got
Yeah?
shouted out from Adele for like at her tour, which is like amazing.
I
Like,
know.
it's
It's good to
Adele.
see other musicians recognizing others, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
appreciating it,
you
yeah.
know,
There's such
bringing each other
different
up.
genres as
Exactly,
well.
exactly.
Up and coming artists. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Krypton Conan also had a #1 single.
You eat a crepe?
Yay!
They're doing well for themselves,
They are.
you know? And we were
They
just talking
are.
about that earlier, you know, the whole gang crime in the past and
Yeah,
stuff
it
like
Yeah.
that.
can make a comeback. It can still
Come back,
happen.
yeah. You know, and now they're here doing music, and their music
Yeah.
was featured in Creed actually, which
Yeah,
starred
it
Michael B.
was.
Jordan and Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
You know? And it's a thing like if you make it in the American music industry, you've made it, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There's like, where can you go from there?
Right.
Like,
From that.
you've made it.
And I heard somewhere that the movie made like 100 million or something like that. So think of the music royalty rights they'll be
Yeah.
cashing in some good
Yeah.
cash from that as well. And the exposure is great for them, you know.
Yeah.
good.
Idris
It is.
Elba, you know, let's talk about the fine Idris Elba. Like, he recently,
Yeah.
the
Three
fine
fine.
Idris Elba.
Fine for
He
each of us.
recently- he's
Oh.
fine, you know he's fine. He's recently just won 2 SAG awards. You know, and it's great to see him being recognised in the industry for
Yeah.
all the stuff he's doing. I know you're a fan of
Yeah.
Idris as well.
Just a little bit, you know, just a tiny bit. Not big fan, just a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
Luther was there.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I know he won the award for Luther as well, didn't he?
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was-
It's
yeah, exactly.
good to see that. It's good to see
He's
him
in
being
Mandela,
recognised.
isn't it?
And he was in Mandela as well, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's so odd to see that, you know, people, there's talks about him being in 007, which I think would be a really good
Next James
opportunity,
Bond,
you know, to replace Daniel Craig. But there's talks like he's not suave enough, he's not sophisticated enough. But they chose him to play Mandela. Like, how much
More suave can you get?
you know, you can't get more suave than that, you know.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Mandela was a huge figure in South African society, you know, the president. Like, he played a president. Like, how much more,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Like,
representation
everybody
can you get,
plays
you know? And
Barack
everyone
Obama,
he plays
but
well.
No
Everyone
one
plays
plays
Barack
Mandela.
Mandela,
No one plays Mandela but Idris Elba.
yeah.
Speaking of actors,
What's going
John
on?
Boyega from Star Wars. I ride it. I'm so
Go on,
happy.
let's know.
But people were upset because he was like, I feel like for the new age
Yeah.
Star Wars, he was like
Yeah.
he was the main character and he was black.
Okay.
And people were like, why? Why
There's
a
always an
black
uproar.
person? Why him? Couldn't you have done? But I'm like, hold on, let's back up.
Can you say someone
People
committed
been
suicide
black
as well?
in Star Wars though.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson.
It's been there for time.
Yeah.
But exactly.
It's like,
he
why
was-
is it now? Like, is it such
Yeah,
a shock?
why
Like,
now?
come on,
Why
you know?
are you
It's
suddenly
probably
out
because
of
it
the
is
now?
so
Like,
positive. Do
yeah.
you know what I mean? Because he's young and
He's
he's making
hurt.
it, and he's where's he from? I think it's from London.
He's from
as well.
Peckham, isn't he?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, shut up.
yeah.
It's just like he's young as well.
Mhm.
Good. He's a good role model. That's what I'm saying. Good British role model to come out
Yeah.
of Peckham still. still make P.
It's nice to see it with actors as well, because you know how it's like boycott the Oscars and everything.
Yeah.
To see like young black actors coming up, it's
Yeah.
quite nice to see it.
It's
yeah.
real.
I'll talk about young black
Refreshing and
actors. Michaela
Yeah.
Cole, who directed and produced Chewing Gum. You know, she's got a new season coming out of that as well. So congrats to her.
second
series
series
Second
coming
series,
out.
so well done. I loved that show. It was a huge hit with me. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys watched it. It was a pretty
I
good.
watched the
pretty
few
good
episodes.
show.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Loved it. It was
Yeah.
fun. And I think you were mentioning earlier that she's coming up on a new show on E4 as well.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like I think it came out like a week or two ago called The Aliens.
The Aliens.
Yeah,
so
and
that's
it's-
something to check out.
I just proved she's flexible.
Yes.
She's doing all types of stuff. Comedian,
Comedy.
comedy.
Yeah.
Now she's in drama.
Now she's in drama.
Poet, singer,
Producing,
songwriter,
singing.
producer. I mean,
What
where
more
does it
can you
end?
do?
Where does it end?
Wow.
It's good to see that. It's good to see such
Probably gonna come up with her own
positivity, you know.
hairline in a few weeks. You know.
Yeah.
It's good. It's like when you see like, young females as well, because like when I watch YouTube and everything, and I see like people like Patricia Bright or Beat by JJ,
Yeah.
and it's making it for themselves, and it's quite nice to see it for us. Like
Yeah.
Good
Good
role models
for representation
as well.
about
it's not
you
like
know.
traditionally how you see them and everything, but it's still something I look at all the time, and it's like nice to see them.
Yeah, and with
doing
Patricia
it.
Bright as well, she started YouTube with the whole hair thing.
Hair,
That
now
was
she's
her,
got
you know,
her-
hair and
Yeah.
keeping it and
She's
how to
got
create
her-
natural
yeah,
hair.
she's
And now
got
she's
her
got a hair company as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So that's good to see her do something positive with that as well.
Business
She's
wise,
young
yeah.
educator, you know.
Yeah.
Well done to
Exactly.
her.
It just means there's like avenues for success
Yeah.
in everything that you want. Like if you have a passion for something, there's an avenue for
There's a
success
way to
Yeah.
get
somewhere.
into it, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And congrats to her as well. She's expecting her
Little
baby,
baby.
with her husband, Michael. So congrats
Yeah.
to you, Patricia.
I can't.
I can't wait to see that baby, their cute little
Dude,
relationship. I know.
I
And
don't
she's-
even know them personally, and I'm like,
I'm like, yeah,
wait.
congrats, Patricia.
And
Like,
she's
I feel like I
born,
know
like,
her.
yeah.
She's so cute. She's always like inviting us into her life. You know, it's so personal as well. She always says she's a quite personal person.
Yeah.
You know, but she always invites us in with all the YouTube and all the information she gives us. It's pretty cool to see that. And you know, she's in an interracial relationship as well with her
Yeah.
partner, Michael. That's fun to see, you know.
Progress.
Getting down with the swirl, as they say. Isn't that the hashtag on Twitter and
Yeah,
Facebook
exactly.
and all these things? The
No,
swirl.
look at us, guys. We're not proper fans. Do you think we're just talking? We're actually
We
fans.
know you, Patricia.
We actually. Patricia's like, she's legit behind
there,
the camera.
she's
You wouldn't even know.
We love you, girl.
But yeah, it's inspiring. I feel like when people say they can't make it, it's like you clearly have not looked
Yeah.
at the examples that are out there right now.
Yeah, you just need to look. That's it.
Yeah, you
like
just
it's
need to find the
around. You just
positive.
need to
Look forward.
open your eyes to it because it is around.
Yeah, definitely. And like you were saying as well with the whole music industry as well. Like I know recently, Stormzy when you mentioned Stormzy earlier, he was at a boxing match of Anthony Joshua. And he
Yeah.
recently got shouted out
He
by
got
him as
shouted
well.
out
You
by
know,
him,
so
yeah.
it's good to see like
Young
artists
talent.
like
There's
not
recognition
artists,
there.
recognizing each other and
Yeah.
shouting each
Yeah.
other out. You know, supporting each
Yeah.
other. It's good to see all that going on
Everybody's
in the
looking
industry
out
as
for
well.
each
You
other,
know.
which is
So concluding today's show with us here on Talk Black.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in.
We hope we have informed and entertained you on everyday black topics.
check out our website. The address is down below.
So join us next time here on Talk Black, where we'll be talking about skin bleaching and interracial relationships. Don't forget to Talk Black.